So good morning students, how are you? In the previous lectures I have discussed about friction, causes of friction, properties of friction. Friction depends on which factors like smoothness and roughness. Okay. Now today I will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of friction. That is, advantages means friction helps us in our daily life. That means friction plays a an important role in our daily life. Okay. First, friction helps us in walking. Friction helps us in walking. How? When we walk, there is a friction between our foot and the ground. Okay, and we know the direction of friction is always in the opposite to the direction of the motion. Suppose if the direction in this in from left to right, then the friction has the direction from right to left, that is opposite to the direction of motion. Okay, so when we move, there is a friction between, this is our leg, this is our foot, and this is the ground. There is a friction between our leg and foot and the ground. This is the direction of friction. Okay, and this is the direction of motion. When we move, okay, then this friction helps us in walking. How? If there is no friction, then we slip. Okay, if there is no friction, that means no preventive force, then we slip easily. Okay, that means we move, we start to move, we will move continuously. That means we slip down, we slip over the ground. Okay, but as there is a friction in opposite direction, this friction prevents the slipping. This friction prevents the slipping. Suppose if you see, when you try to walk on ice, then you slip easily. Why? We know ice has a smooth surface. Ice has a smooth surface, and we know the smooth surface has the less friction. That means smoothness reduces the friction. As smooth surface has the less friction, that's why we slip over the ice. Okay, but we cannot slip over any ground or why? Because there is a higher friction that helps us in walking, and that prevents the slipping. That means friction helps us in walking. Okay. Second, friction helps us in writing, drawing, etc. Suppose when you hold the chalk, pen, etc., then there is a friction between our finger and the pen and the chalk. Okay, there is a friction between our finger and pen or chalk. Okay, and this friction helps us to hold this pen or chalk. How? If there is no friction, then our finger slips and we cannot hold the pen or chalk. But as there is a friction in opposite to the direction, then this friction try to help us to hold this pen or chalk. Okay. Again, when you write on the paper or on the blackboard, then there is a friction between the pen or chalk with the paper or blackboard respectively. Okay, and this helps us in writing, because when you write, this friction prevents the slipping of the pen, or this friction prevents the slipping of the chalk. If there is no friction, then our pen can slip, and if there is no friction, our chalk slips. But this friction helps us in writing and drawing. Okay. Next, third, if you see the tire of the vehicles, it consists of special kind of grooves. Okay, which helps the tires to move easily. That means by using group we can increase the roughness and the friction increases. As the friction increases, then there is more irregularities and the interlock is greater, because we know roughness, if we increase the roughness of the surface, then the interlocking system increases, and as the interlocking increases, then the friction increases. Okay, that means this special kind of group increases the friction and helps the car to move on the road easily. If you see, after long days, if the groups are wear out, then if you press the brake, then the car travel longer distance than before, because there is less friction. That means there is less preventive force. Friction is a preventive force, so that's why the car can move the larger distance. Okay, because the groups are less, because the groups wears out. Understand? By using these groups, we can increase the friction or increase the roughness. That helps us or helps the car to move over the road easily. That means third is special groups helps car to move. Fourth point, which is very important, frictions helps us to burn or to fire a matchstick. Understand? Or to light a matchstick. How? We know, we have read before that friction produces heat. Okay, so when we rub the matchstick with the surface of the matchbox, then heat is produced and the gunpowder lights or gunpowder start to burn or it fires. Understand how a matchstick can light? A matchstick lights up due to the friction, because due to the friction heat is produced, and with the help of this heat the gunpowder burn and the matchstick lights up. Understand? Matchstick lights up. Okay, how? Because as the friction produces heat, then when we rub the matchstick with the matchbox, then the gunpowder or the matchsticks lights up. Okay, because matchstick consists of gunpowder. Okay, and this gunpowder start to burn. Next, fifth, wood can be cut because there is a friction between the axe and the wood. Okay, because if there is no friction between the axe and the wood, then our axe start to slip, and we cannot cut the wood. So the friction helps to cut the wood. Understand how? If there are no friction, then our axe slips over the wood and we cannot cut the woods. Okay, next, sixth point is, if you see the skaters who are their shoes consist of large number of spikes. If you see the footballer shoes, the shoes of the footballers, it consists of spikes because it increases the friction, and this friction helps them to run over the ground. Understand? Okay, that means shoes consist of spikes, help in running. Okay, so these are the advantages. Now disadvantages. Friction also has disadvantages. First disadvantage: when you wear the shoes, after some days your shoe wear out. Okay, if you say after some days your shoes wear out, because due to the friction your shoes wear out. This is the disadvantage of friction. Shoes wear out. Second, due to the friction, pencil, chalk wear out. Okay, when you write over the blackboard, there is a friction between the blackboard and the chalk, and this friction wear out the chalk, pencil. Okay. Third, energy is wasted, which is very important. Energy is wasted. How? Suppose in factories, what do we want to do? Suppose in machinery system or in any system or in a machine, what do you want to do? By using less force to get more product, when we want to proceed any machine, we want to lose our less energy. That means कम एनर्जी देकर ज़्यादा फायदा. ओके, but between the machines there is a friction. Bearing, suppose between the machinery parts there is a friction, and the friction produces heat. Due to this friction the some heat is produced and some energy is lost. As heat. Understand? In factories, the parts of the machines rub together, and due to this rubbing, there is a friction between these parts, and this friction produces heat, and this friction also prevents the motion of the machines. Understand? And this prevention lost some energy, because if there is no friction, just think, if there is no friction, okay, if there are no friction, then by applying a very small amount of force we can get very large amount of result. It means just apply only force only one time, okay, and we can get the result the whole life. But as there is a friction that produces the prevention, okay, and it prevents the motion of the machines. That's why we have to give the more energy to the machine again and again. Understand? And the energy is wasted due to the friction, because as there is the rubbing between the parts, and due to this rubbing some heat is produced and some energy is lost as the heat. Understand? This is very important point. Energy is wasted due to the friction. If there is no friction, then by applying force only one time we can get result for whole life. but due to the friction, the friction prevents the motion of the machines, and we have to apply the force again on the machines. Okay. Next, fourth point, friction reduces the speed of the motor vehicles. Reduces or stop the speed of vehicles. Okay. Okay. Fifth point, if you see in fire, there is a fire in the okay in the forest. If you see in the forest, there is a fire because due to the rubbing between the woods, of the trees, heat is produced, and due to this heat, the woods can get fire. Okay, so due to the friction of the branches of the trees which rub against each other, forest fires occur. Understand? Forest fires occur due to the friction. Okay. Because there is a friction between the branches of the trees, and this friction produces heat, and this heat fires the forest. Okay. Sixth, heat is produced due to the friction, and for this the engine of the car or any motorbike gets heated. Okay, and we have to cool it down. Okay, so engine of the car heated. Engines of the car is heated due to the friction. Engines of the car is heated due to the friction. Okay, so but if the engines are heated, then we have to cool it. Okay, so that's why that is also a disadvantages of friction. Okay. Next, which is very important, friction is a necessary evil. Okay, very important. Friction is necessary evil. That means it also help us, and it has some disadvantage. That is, it consists of advantages and disadvantages. Okay. Suppose if you a matchsticks fire lights up due to the friction, and this fire can burn our houses. Okay, right? Again, friction helps us in many things, right? Friction helps us in many things. Again, if you see, if there is no friction, then any car can skid over the road. Okay, any car will skid as there is no friction. That means friction helps the car to move on the road or on the ground. Okay. Again, friction helps us in walking. Okay, friction helps us in drawing, while writing. Okay, again, if you see, friction can fires the forest. Okay, it can wear out our shoes, chalk, duster. Okay, that means it has advantages as well as disadvantages. Okay, that's why we call friction is a necessary evil. Understand? As it has advantages as well as the disadvantages, So that's why we call friction is a necessary evil. That means it is necessary and it has some harmful effects. That means it has some advantages as well as disadvantages. That's why we call friction is a necessary evil. So if you have the question, explain friction is a necessary evil, then you have to give some advantages as well as some disadvantages of friction. Okay, so thank you students, read very well.